We're at Gallagher's restaurant in New York City, where Fordham University salutes all-time women's basketball great Gregory O'Connell upon her retirement of number 55 at the Lady is a Champ benefit, with all proceeds going to the Fordham women's basketball team.
We will be retiring her jersey number 55 on December 5th at 1 o'clock at the Ryder Fordham game. Very exciting time for Fordham women's basketball, Fordham athletics, and Fordham University. Here is the all-time leading scorer and rebounder in Fordham basketball history, and today still holds the rebounding record both in AIAW and NCAA history. So it's a very, very important event for our program and for our university.
I graduated from Fordham in 1983, and my freshman year was Ann's senior year, and I was into broadcasting and wanted to do play-by-play, and the first game I ever broadcast was a Fordham women's team, and I didn't know much about women's basketball back then. But I do remember hearing the scouting report. Oh, this girl, Gregory's really good. And I'm thinking, okay. And the first game I ever broadcast, I'm watching this woman play, and I don't think I have ever to this day seen somebody play harder. And it completely changed my outlook on women's basketball and how wonderful these women's players are.
This is a great, great honor for the university to retire Ann's number. It's only the second basketball number to be retired. We had Ed Conlon, who was a consensus All-American, played in the NBA for 8 years, and Ann is the leading scorer, leading rebounder in the history of Fordham, and besides that, she's given back to the community. She's a guidance counselor at a high school and loves people and loves to give back, and this is a great honor for the university to publicly honor Ann.
I'm Marianne Riley. I'm the Senior Associate Athletic Director at Fordham University, also a contemporary of Ann's. I played at Manhattan College. I was on the first women's basketball team, and when I think of Fordham women's basketball, I think of Ann Gregory. When we played against Ann, notice I say we played against Ann, we didn't play against Fordham, because that was the big rivalry. Could we stop Ann Gregory?
When you look at her numbers, you know, over 2,000 points, it's a joke, but 1,999 rebounds. All my teammates did so well. I scored 1,000 points. My good friend Liz McGovern scored over 1,000 points. Mary Hayes was the assist leader. So she wasn't just the ball hog, you know, she was a giving player.
As a member of the very first team, there was well before Title IX, and we just basically played for the love of the game. We played on a little small court, had no trainer, no uniforms. We created our own uniforms, but we loved the game. I hope the ladies today love it as much as we did, and just to see the skill level that has developed, it's truly inspiring, and I wish these young ladies all the best. It certainly has changed from my day of bring your own sweats and take your own car and slice your own oranges.
My name is Mary Gunning. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I had the honor of playing with Ann Gregory for 3 years at Fordham. I was one of those reserve players. If we were up 40 or down 40, I got in. But playing with Annie was a wonderful experience, just to watch her as a real team player, as a gracious teammate who wanted to make everyone around her better. And even though, as I said, I didn't really play a lot, I learned a lot from just watching her about what it means to be a good friend, a good supporter, and really to play as hard as she did. Being from Baltimore, I didn't know a lot about New York, certainly not a lot about the Bronx, but she welcomed me into her home, made me feel like I was a member of her family, and just taught me a lot of the life lessons that I still learn today. So congratulations, Annie, and it was an honor to play with you.
I'm Joanne Little, graduated from Fordham in 1978. Played with Ann for 2 years, and they were wonderful years. She was an absolute pleasure. She was, I mean, you passed it into her. You knew that she was either going to score, she was going to, she just got it all done. She was the catalyst that changed the whole team and brought us to, in my senior year, we went down to played the small college nationals, and then unfortunately I wasn't there for for the next year, but they went to Tennessee and lost to Tennessee, and it was, I mean, she made the program what it was, and not only is she a great player, but she's a great person.
I was forward, believe it or not, at the time. I'm you know, nowadays I'm kind of short, but I played a wing position. Ann was our center, and we all had our roles. We were all well-defined. We knew what we had to do on the court. We were what you would call a scrappy team, a bunch of girls that came together that played truly with their heart and soul. And I think that's why we were so successful.
Yes, Ann is my godmother and my aunt, and we are all very, very proud of her. I can remember watching her play in the Women's Pro League when I was younger, and because of women like her, there's the WNBA and all that stuff, so it's a very, very big deal, so it's great.
You know, I never got to see my mom play, but I've always heard stories about how good she was, and but you know, this kind of sets it, it tells you that she really was that good. She gave me the first woman to ever have her jersey retired. You know, it's cool to see all these people come out here and realize, you know, she is the best player they ever had. And I never got to see her, but now I know for sure.
I mean, this is a great honor for her. I mean, I never got to see her play personally, but I've been hearing the stories all the time, and she was always around, and all the former players, Bilotti, Mary Hayes, all I've ever heard is how great of a player she is, and I guess I never really understood it until I look at the records. I mean, 1,999 points, 1,999 rebounds, 2,548 points. I mean, I don't think you get much better than that, so this is a really great honor.
The great thing about seeing I saw Annie when she was a player, how good she was, how much the game meant to her, and even though a lot of people weren't paying attention to women's basketball then, she and her teammates made it so people had to pay attention to them. And now that women's basketball has taken off the way it has, and she's finally getting this recognition, it's great for her, it's great for Fordham, and it's great for women's basketball. So it's a hat trick they pulled off, and I'm just thrilled for her because she's still trying to recover from getting me as a husband. She needs a lot of recognition from other people.
This honor today, it's a luncheon in honor of Fordham retiring my basketball number, which is 55. And I played from 1976 to 1980. And this is an unbelievable honor for me. I'm just so excited about it. And on December 5th, we're going to have a nice bruncheon and go to the women's game. And everyone from my former team will be there, and my coach. And it's just, I'm so excited about it. It's really kind of hard to put into words. I had one short of 2,000. What happened was we were playing in a game. It was our last game. We knew it was going to be our last game. We were up at Harvard, and we were playing against Queens. And I knew I needed a certain number of rebounds, but I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just playing. And somebody came over to the bench, I think with only like a minute or two to go, and said that I needed 2 more rebounds. So I was trying really hard to get that rebound, and everybody on my team was different people. Maureen Corrigan was throwing shots up off the backboard, and Annette Kennedy, and I was trying so hard to get the rebounds that I just, I got an over-the-back foul called on me, and I fouled out of the game, one short of 2,000. Yes, I grew up in a basketball family. I'm one of 7 children with 4 older brothers. Almost everyone played basketball. I grew up in the Bronx, which was in a place called Parkchester, which was like a basketball haven. It was a housing development with playgrounds and basketball courts all over the place. I grew up playing in against the guys a lot, and in CYO programs, and then through high school. But I think where I grew up had an awful lot to do with how interested and how good I became at the game.